I love Turning Red.
Hello, I'm Ryan Donato.
Hello, welcome back to another hard review, and today I'm here to talk about an animated movie out in theaters right now, Ruby Gillman, Teenage Kraken. This is a new DreamWorks animated movie that is a lot like Turning Red. I watched this movie and I was like, that was Turning Red, almost exactly. It's a story about a young girl who's just trying her best to fit in society. She's got a little clique of friends and what they're interested in, like normal teen girl stuff. They like boys, some of them sometimes. They want to go to prom. But differently from Turning Red, Ruby Gillman is actually a teenage Kraken. She's not a human being like Maylin was, but she does turn into something. She turns into a giant Kraken if she touches the water, and this is really gonna mess up her plans to go to prom and whatnot. But the boy that she likes, I was much more interested in the teenage girl plot than I was in the Kraken stuff. None of the Kraken stuff really mattered to me whatsoever. It was kind of boring. I didn't even really care for it really too much visually either. But I was like, yeah, her and this like other guy, they got some good chemistry and I like them. They think they're cute together and I want to see that thread continue. And I like her friends and I think they're all really interesting, and watching them try to talk about promposals and stuff, like I thought that was really cool and relatable. All this Kraken stuff, oh, Kraken always answers the call and we had a war with the mermaids and there's some kind of trident, blah, 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 blah. I do appreciate in traditional DreamWorks fashion the little FU to Disney that we give here, because the mermaid girl, oh, I'm so perfect and pretty and popular, everyone love me. She's a red hair mermaid. We get it. I understand. It's the Little Mermaid. You really emphasize that to me. I'm happy, but you really shoved that down my throat. And speaking of shoved down my throat, the movie acts like it's a twist when the mermaid girl turns out to be evil, but like we knew that. You show it in the trailer. Even before this movie came out, my new Regal has like the screens and it's playing the trailer and I see the mermaid girl turning into this giant monster and I'm like, okay, but the movie acts like it's a twist. Like the movie pretends like, hey, oh my gosh, can you believe she's evil? And it's like, yes, you told me that. I'm sorry that I paid attention to your marketing. What small subsection of people are going to this movie knowing zero about this? I guess parents who kids were like, oh, I want to go to a movie. And they're like, yeah, whatever. By the way, parents, take your kids to Spider-Verse instead. That is a much better movie. Animated movies that are out right now, I can't even think. Mario, I think Mario is better than this. Go see Mario instead. Generally funny and cute. I thought it had a really nice personality and sense of humor. The animation was not really inspiring in any way, shape, or form. The world building was weird. Nothing about this really stood out to me at all. All the plot got really boring to me, and it's just really predictable. It ends in a dance party. You know, it's your typical like DreamWorks mid-animated movie. I'm giving this one a 3 out of 5. I wasn't like crazy about it, but I also didn't like hate it. I didn't like it, I feel like, but I enjoyed watching it the first time. I didn't like it because I felt like it was a worse version of other things that I've seen before. It made me want to rewatch Turning Red because Turning Red's great. This just didn't have the same amount of heart that I feel like Turning Red had, or the same amount of sincerity or genuinity, I guess I want to say. And also like animation wise, I just really love Maylin in Turning Red. This girl, Ruby Gillman, by the way, cut Ruby Gillman, call it Teenage Kraken. Like I totally understand that there's this big problem that people have with Pixar and Disney animated movies these days where it's like one word titles. Because besides Turning Red, you have like Soul, you have Onward, you have Elio now. Disney's got the Tangled, Moana, Frozen, Encanto, you know, Zootopia, Lightyear. So I see like how that trend, and you understand why they do that, right? Because little kids, they don't know how to say Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. They're like, Elio, I want to see Elio. Give me Elio. This long title, Ruby Gillman, Teenage Kraken, like I don't need the name, and they're just give me Teenage Kraken. That's fine. You know, I mean, that's what people want to see it for, right? Oh, it's got a Kraken. Okay, cool. What does Ruby Gillman give me? She's not even red. When it comes to DreamWorks movies, this is like extremely mid. I can't even think of like where I would rank this. I mean, obviously, I think all the Madagascar, Kung Fu Panda, How to Train Your Dragon, most Shrek movies, even the third one. I like the third one. I'd rather watch the third one right now than watch this again. I'll never watch this again, in fact. I am not the target demographic, okay? This is more for young women. This is probably like for girls 10 to 12. That's fine. I'm not saying that's exclusively girls 10 to 12. I'm sure that most people will mildly enjoy this movie. I'm sure some people will love this movie, but to me, there was nothing really too special about it. 3 out of 5. Puss in Boots was so good. Like, come on. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and tell me what your favorite DreamWorks movie is. Mine's probably Shrek or Shrek 2. Because besides Turning Red, you have like not old.